Today we're going to be talking about renaming a wire instruction. So kind of going back with what you were asking about. So from Escrow, so our main contact that we as Giving Tree, as a lender, we usually reach out only to Escrow. Escrow is like our middleman when it comes to getting items from title. Once in a while, we will reach out to title directly, but for the most part, we do reach out to Escrow, and Escrow is the one who sends us the documents. So even though we're getting these documents from an Escrow agent or company, there are some documents that are considered from title. One of them is, as we mentioned, the prelim. We have our CPL letter, the title's insurance, which is going to be the E&O, and the wire instructions. So, and our supplements. Sometimes we get title supplements from title regarding the certain liens that need to be removed or any clearance that we need regarding a lien that's showing on the prelim. Okay, so these supplements are documents that are confirming that the prelim is going to change. So today we are going to be talking specifically about our wire instructions. So it's going to be labeled title, wire instructions _ the subject property address. So these wire instructions are the instructions for the lender, when the loan funds, to be able to wire the money to title. And then title sends it over to Escrow to disperse. So that being said, we as a company only need the title wire instructions because we are going to send the money to title. However, Escrow has their own wire instructions. I would say about 99.9% of the time that wire instructions for Escrow get sent to the borrower themselves because they're the ones who are going to be wiring the money to Escrow. Does that make sense?
All right, just confirming, most of the time wire instructions get sent to the borrower themselves.
Escrow wire instructions, yes.
Okay.
So the only time we are going to get a copy of the Escrow instructions, I would say, is at funding, or when we're closing, when we have loan docs out. If Escrow sends us their instructions with their copy of their Escrow docs for the borrower to sign, sometimes they'll have the notary for it to the borrower. But like I said, for the most part, Escrow will send it directly to the borrower. So let me pull up the wire instructions. So you can see I have two wire instructions here. One thing to note that it's a wire instruction is because it has the bank information as well as the titles company. So this one right here is our titles wire instructions. It has the titles company and it has the bank information. This one isn't labeled as a wire instructions compared to this one. However, this one is going to be considered the Escrow wire instructions because the company's on the title head is the Escrow company, not title. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So again, the wire instructions is going to have bank name, bank information, account number, routing number, and they'll always want to reference their reference number for the file. As previously mentioned, Escrow will only send it to the borrower. This one, the only reason we have it is because it's part of the loan documents, the signed copies that the borrower signed. As you can see, this Escrow settlement statement, Blue Tree Escrow, is the same thing as the wire instructions. So this one would be labeled as Escrow wire instructions _ property address, right?
Okay.
So this one is the title wire instructions. I'm gonna look up different wire instructions here. They don't all look the same, but they all have similar platform, I guess. So this one right here, title company at the top, it shows what it is. It's a wiring information, so it's gonna be our wire instructions. It has the title's bank information here with the account number and the reference number as well. Let's see this other one. This one's labeled incorrectly. So again, company name, wire instructions. So it states it in the actual document what it is. And then we see our bank information, account number, routing number, and the reference number that they need to reference when sending the wire in. Okay. Do you have any questions, Vivian?
It's good for me.